guys, welcome to Amy's Autopsy Report. My name's Amy. This video is going to be a review for the Autopsy of Jane Doe. I recently watched this movie. It's a 2016 film. It's directed by Andre Ovredal and runs about an hour and 39 minutes. I heard a lot of good things about this movie when it came out, and I don't know why I didn't bother to get around to watching it until now. But then it seemed like people talked about it for a little bit, and then nobody ever brought it up again. So I was excited to check it out because I'd heard a lot of good things. So let's get into the plot of this movie. The basic plot of this movie is that the sheriff wheels in this body of this unknown woman to the coroner's office, which, you know, he has a morgue down there too, or like a mini morgue, I guess you could say. So the sheriff brings the body in. Now he found the body in a house, and it looked like the body was partially buried, and it didn't have any marks on it, and it was naked. And so he brings the body to the coroner's office. And the coroner and his son are working together, and the son is about to go out on a date with his girlfriend and decides he should stay with his dad and help him out with this autopsy that he has to have results for by the morning. So they start to cut open the body and start to, notice some very unusual things, and then everything just kind of goes nuts after that. I'm not going to tell you anymore because I really, really want you guys to watch this movie if you have not seen it. It is streaming right now on Netflix, and that's how I watched it. I think when it came out, I wanted to watch it, but it wasn't streaming anywhere, and I didn't buy it, so I just didn't have any access to see it. So let's get into the things I liked about this movie. I am always a fan of any movie that takes place in a morgue. That creeps me out so much, and I don't know why, but I've always been afraid of like a morgue, being trapped in a morgue, and dead bodies and all that stuff. It freaks me out. It already freaks me out. So I liked that it revolved around that, because there hasn't been a good movie like that out in a while. So I like that it revolved around that. It was very well produced. This movie was well produced. This director actually also directed a Norwegian film called Troll Hunter, which is an excellent movie too. The practical effects they used in this movie was excellent. This body looked very real, and I'm not positive if there was a real girl playing Jane Doe in some of the scenes. I know that they did use a prop body at some point because they had some of the props from this movie at Texas Frightmare one year, and I got to see it. So the effects were really good. This movie has some very intense moments. It's got some tense, a lot of tension, a lot of suspense. Very creepy. It had such a great atmosphere to it. The morgue, the coroner's office / morgue, looked like how the morgues look here in this town that I grew up in. It's a small town, and it looked like a house that had been turned into this coroner's office, and the coroner's office and autopsy room was in the basement. And it had an elevator and everything, and it was kind of like this, that alone, the setting was so creepy to me. The story was great, the acting was really good. I just was really impressed with the majority of this movie. In fact, I'm not sure I can come up with anything I didn't like about it. I almost wanted a little bit more from certain scenes, but it certainly didn't take away from what was happening. This was an excellent movie. I was totally creeped out by this movie. I think it's a good recommendation. You should definitely give it a go. That's going to do it for this review, guys. I am going to give this movie a 4.5 out of 5. I loved it. I think that you should check it out if you haven't, because I think a lot of people will really like this movie. It has a bit of a mystery aspect to it, too. So it's like horror, mystery, suspense. Just a great film all around. Great film. Had some great sound in there. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. I give it a 4.5 out of 5. I say check it out. If you've seen this movie, let me know in the comments below. And if you're not subscribed to me, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know when a new video uploads. And yeah, follow me on Instagram at Amy's Autopsy Report, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Oh, yeah.